Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any video. On this channel we talk about anything and everything that is interesting. In my last video I mentioned that I was going to open a new channel for lifestyle vlogs and all my other personal stuff. So if you want to see that, go subscribe to my other channel. Today we are talking about the reunion day 6. Today is day 6, yeah. Today is day 6 of the reunion show. Ebuka started by letting the housemates know that this is the episode for like the gossips and those that are involved in different kinds of gossip in the house. So the housemates started off by saying some of the housemates accepted that, oh, okay, I accept that I gossip and stuff. Like Diane, when Ebuka asked them, are they proud to be part of today's show? And Diane was like, in the house she didn't really vibe with everybody, but one person she vibed with was Mercy. So she found it easy to speak to her about different things. They talked about people, so it was like she accepted that, okay, this is what she did, or she gossiped in the house. I personally don't really see anything wrong with, like, say all this gossip thing that they keep saying in the house. You're in the house for like how many months? You don't expect that, okay, you won't at one point in time speak to your friend about something that is bothering you, and it has to do with somebody else, definitely. So it's going to definitely be seen as gossip, although there's a difference between like gossiping sometimes and then always gossiping. I feel like maybe when it's too much it becomes a problem. Definitely everything becomes a problem when it's too much. Some of the housemates stated that all of them were gossips, like everybody in the house was a gossip. And Jackie also said that everybody in the house gossiped but her. Like, how can you say that, okay, everybody in the house was a gossip but you were not a gossip? Like, it took her a whole video for her to accept that she gossiped in the house. And the thing about Jackie is that I think she's very, very defensive, one. And secondly, Jackie is a perfect definition of remove the log in your eyes before you remove the, what's that one? Remove the log in your eyes before you remove the mood in your neighbor's eyes. You know what I'm trying to say. But like, she has always like talked about Kathy gossiping and not gossiping. She was the biggest gossip. She has said so much about Kathy, but failing to realize that she is also guilty of what she's accusing Kathy of. About the Kathy episode that she had with Tacha and Jackie, I personally found it somehow, but Jackie has been on about it for every little thing. She's mentioning Kathy, and you would think that maybe there's something else that Kathy has done to her aside what happened in the house. And I don't think that's the case because they're not close outside the house. So for her to keep holding on to like something that is not that deep, I don't really understand. So now they showed Jackie a clip of when she gossiped. In that clip, she did not only gossip, she went and called Kathy, was like, come, let us gossip. And she said it with her mouth, let us gossip. And she had the mind to still say that she did not gossip in the house until she was shown that video and she didn't know what to say again, and she didn't have what to say. Like, it's always good to have video evidence at the end of the day, because if not for that video, there's nothing in the world that would have made Jackie to admit that she was a gossip in the house. So that's it for Jackie's wahala. She didn't accept her gossip episode. Now there's another thing that was addressed. Ike is hot cake. Oh, me, I don't understand again. Oh. Ike is always in between the story of like ladies, one lady or the other. This Ike is hot cake. It's almost as if it's only Ike that was the guy in the house, because it's like he's the only one that they were dragging for, apart from Gedoni, that we had that Bbnaija triangle. But now Ike was linked with Tacha today. Yesterday he was linked with Ella. I think there was also a time that he was linked with Bbnaija. The same Ike. And I'm like, maybe people are saying something that I'm not saying in this Ike like this. Maybe I need to see him like personally, because So what happened was that Ebuka asked Mercy what she thinks about Tacha's friendship with Ike and all the shenanigans that happened while they were outside the house. So Mercy addressed the fact that Ike was being a bit disrespectful to her. And for me, I think I knew when this episode was happening. It was when Ike and Tacha, they hung out or so. I shall know that there were different times where there was one episode of maybe Tacha in Ike's comment section or Ike in Tacha's comment section. So what Mercy said was that she felt at some point that Ike was being disrespectful, and she has spoken to Ike about it, that she has no business with Tacha, that Ike is the one that they are doing something, like they are in a relationship. So he is the one that she has spoken to. So Ebuka asked her whether she has an issue with the friendship that they have, that's Tacha and Ike. She was like, she doesn't have an issue with the friendship, you know. Then she also said that sometimes it comes across as being disrespectful, especially when you like take it to the public and it's all over the place. You know how fan wars are. People get to say a lot of things. So Ebuka asked Ike what he feels about Mercy's statement on being disrespectful. So initially Ike was like, Mercy cannot point out any time where he was disrespectful to her and all of that. But like in this social media space, a lot of things are misinterpreted. So there was no time where he intentionally disrespected her. So it's probably a disrespect, but it wasn't intentional. That was what he was saying. Now Ibuka asked Tacha what she feels about this situation, and she's like, she has nothing to say. Said she has nothing to say to Mercy about the situation. So Ibuka was like, okay, do you think that you were being disrespectful to them, knowing fully well that okay, Ike is in a relationship with Mercy and you guys are not like close friends and all of that? Do you think that you're being disrespectful? She was like, she has nothing to say to Mercy. Then Ibuka now came again and said, okay, if you have nothing to say to Mercy, then you know you should respond to my own question. Do you think you were being disrespectful? She was like, based on the situation, she has nothing to say, absolutely nothing to say. And I think Ibuka did not even know what to say again. Now, this is a major part of the reunion. This was the part that got a bit emotional and just, you know, mixed feelings and stuff. Ibuka brought up an issue that happened in the house between Thelma and Seyi and asked whether Seyi had apologized for it and if she still had an issue with Seyi. So, Thelma stated that she didn't exactly have an issue with him. It was a problem half solved, and the reason it wasn't completely solved was because Seyi had not apologized to her personally, and that she demands an apology. Now, if you didn't watch that part, or if you didn't know what happened, I'm going to just give you a quick breakdown. Seyi insulted Thelma's late brother, or insulted Thelma and made reference to her late brother. It was a very, very, in fact, the most insensitive statement I've heard in this full Big Brother stuff ever. So it was a very, very insensitive statement. So Thelma stated that when she came out of the house, the first person, I mean, when she came out of the house, she hugged him and everything. So no hard feelings, but she needed that apology, or to know that he was really sorry. She explained what led to the situation, what happened that led to him getting angry and cussing her out and stuff. Now, the person that spread the gist about what she said was Mercy. So in the clip, they were just showing where Mercy was talking about what she said. So Mercy said that at the point where she spread the gist to other housemates, she was angry at Seyi, but that when Seyi said what he said, he was very like, it was after like Saturday night's party and he was pretty much intoxicated. So maybe what she was just saying was that he was high when he said it, and she was the one that spread the gist. So it wasn't coming from a place of like support. She wasn't like supporting him for what he did, but she was owning up for her own part. Like, okay, this is me. I was the one that spread the gist. Probably we would have not known what she said if she didn't spread the gist or stuff, because she told her and Ike, she gisted Mercy and Ike, and then Mercy spread it. So that was just her owning up for her own part. Now it now came to Seyi to apologize, and Seyi decided to explain the whole world for us. Seyi started talking about how it happened and the reason he was angry at Thelma and stuff. Now, it's one thing to like just accept that okay, I did this thing, I messed up. It's another thing to start explaining and going about the bush and explaining what led to it, why you did it. The only thing that Seyi said in all his explanation that even made small sense was him saying that okay, when he's high or when he's angry, he says things that he's not proud of. That's the only part where I felt like he accepted his fault. Like, okay, this thing I said was silly. This is probably what I do when I'm angry and I'm not proud of it. So I think that was the only part where he accepted his fault. But it took him like almost 5 to how many minutes to explain himself before he now started apologizing. Now, what made the situation very deep was the fact that Thelma's brother's situation was, in fact, I don't know, regardless of how she lost her brother, it's painful. But now, this was a case of him being killed. He was murdered. According to her, he was murdered. The person is still in court. The case is still ongoing. So it's something that is pretty much fresh. So somebody making reference to that was really, it was really low of Seyi. I feel like he should have just maybe the only thing he would have said, apart from all the shenanigans he said, was like, okay, there are things I do when I'm angry. These are things I'm not proud of, and I'm really sorry that this happened. And then, just apologize. But towards the end, I felt like his apology was honest, in my opinion. I don't know how other people saw it, but I felt like initially he said a lot of things that didn't make sense, but he was honest about the apology. Like towards the end of the apology, it started to seem like he was a bit remorseful, because initially he didn't look like he had any form of remorse in him. He was just saying sorry for sorry's sake. Then Thelma cried about the issue. It was just like, somehow I felt like crying. That's it, guys. That's it for tonight's reunion. So, what do you guys think about how tonight's reunion played out? Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on your post notifications like I said, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Love you. Bye.